welcome back to the Scribbled Bookcase. I'm Kelsey Lee, and today we're doing another episode of Seeking Faith. If you couldn't tell from the title of this video, what we're going to be discussing is reading the Bible in 1 year. I know that that is a huge goal that a lot of Christians try and tackle at the beginning of a new year. It's something we all kind of scribble into our to-do list. We're going to do it this year, we're going to read the Bible, and it's going to be great. And then that kind of falters as the year goes on, right? Things happen, you get busy. You know, reading the Bible every day can be really hard for some people to make at that time. And so I wanted to share with you guys some resources that I have found that have been helping me to tackle this. And I also wanted to potentially, welcome other people into tackling this goal of reading the Bible in 1 year. So obviously I am a new Christian. If you did not know that already, go and check out my War Binder video in which I discuss the fact that I'm a new Christian and seeking faith. This segment of this channel is all about pursuing faith, seeking faith. That's the point. And so it's a journey that I want to be sharing with you, and I want you to be sharing with me. And that's the point of doing this video about reading the Bible in a year. So I want to mention in talking about these reading programs that I'm doing, I only started on January 17th. And so I did not start on day one of week one at the beginning of the year. It was not January 1st. And so I want that to be a message to all of you that you do not have to wait until next year to read the Bible in a year just because the year has already started. Yes, this means that you are technically behind in the reading, but that means that either you read a little bit more to catch up, which is what I'm trying to do, or if you don't finish by day one of 2018, that's fine. It could be February of 2018 and that's when you finally finish. All that matters is that you're actually making the effort to get into the Word, which is what I'm trying to do, and it means that we could be doing it together. So while I have read parts of the Bible, I've been doing devotionals every day for some time now, and that obviously gets me into the Word a lot. And I've also, of course, go to church every Sunday, and so that gets me into the Word. Bible journaling has been a really good way for me to sit down and just immerse myself in a small section of the Word when I'm working on a specific piece. And so I've definitely been dipping my toes into the Word in a lot of different ways. But I haven't yet sat down and read the Bible from cover to cover. And so that's something that I really wanted to set as a goal for myself for 2017. And I took to the internet, of course, to find some resources to help me in doing this, because I have heard from many people that for a first time reading the Bible, you don't want to read it cover to cover, literally page 1 to page 1000 or whatever it is, because that is going to make it very difficult for you in understanding what's happening because of the way the Bible is set up and written. And so I have found some plans that I want to share with you guys. Plans that were created by scholars of Christianity who, would really know how is best to approach the Bible as a new reader. The first one is one that I have in my War Binder here, and that is this 5-day Bible reading plan. And this is just a printable that is free from the internet. This is actually at BibleClassMaterial.com, and I think I found this through Pinterest, so pretty easy. But I will have this link down below for you guys. But what I love about this particular study is the fact that it's a 5-day reading plan versus a daily reading plan. And so basically what that means is that rather than having to sit down and read the Bible every single day, which I know, let's be honest with ourselves, can be difficult, right? This sets it up so that you are reading 5 days a week. And that way, if you need a break one day, if, you are going to be really busy one Saturday, maybe your kid has a birthday party or whatever is happening and it's just going to be difficult to get in the Word that day and read your specific sections that are outlined for that day, this gives you that flexibility so that you can decide what days that week work best for you. And so there's just 52 weeks, obviously, each one with 5 days, and each day has 3 different readings from the Bible. So the first reading is going to be from the Old Testament, the second one is going to be from the New Testament, and the third one is going to be from either like the Psalms or Proverbs. And that's the way a lot of the Bible study plans work. So the second resource I want to share with you guys, which I will also have linked down below, is this awesome printable that I'm keeping currently in my other Bible here, and that is this awesome Bible reading chart. And so this Bible tracker is meant to be like a bookmark, so that's why it's accordion folded like this. I'm throwing it around. So I just folded it into fours. I printed it out myself on a piece of cardstock, so that's all it is. It is nothing fancy, but I actually got this from the Things Hannah Loves blogspot. I will have this linked down below as well. And like I said, it's just a printable, and the way this one works is that rather than having specific dates and days of the week and stuff that you have to read the things, it just offers you all of the books in the Bible and their various chapters as little bubbles, kind of like a Scantron. So all you do is you just fill in all of the bubbles as you read that chapter. So if you want a very flexible reading plan for 2017, you could do just this as a printable and just read things as you go. So maybe you would do like a devotional book, and that kind of walks through the entire Bible but in like a different order. You could just use this to track your progress through the entire Bible. I should mention that this little vine thing that looks all pretty doesn't come on the Bible reading chart. It's actually something that I drew on, but you could draw one on yours too and make it pretty if you want. And this is also a sticker, so it's pretty plain when you print it out, but I like to pretty things up, and you could do that too. So this has been really nice in a way that I've actually been tracking the other reading program that I'm doing, which I'm going to talk about next. I need more tea first. So the third thing I've been using is actually something that isn't a physical copy like that. It's actually a podcast called the Daily Audible Bible, and I will have a link to that below. They have a website that you can use to be listening, or you could go into like your podcast app, which is what I personally use. And every year they create a whole new series of reading the Bible from start to finish throughout the year, and it's been such a joy thus far to listen to it. And this is especially good if you're somebody who is always on the go. You know, maybe you're a mom of 5 and you know, you just feel like, oh, I never have time to myself to do that. This is something you can just listen to in your car, listen to while you're cooking or doing other things, and still be immersing yourself in the Word and having that time with God. So for me, I've actually been listening to it every day on the way to work, and I usually listen to it on the way back as well because I have like a 45-minute drive. So it's been really nice to catch up with the reading. You might be thinking, I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of audiobooks. That's not really my thing. I like to sit down and actually see the words in front of me. Me too. That is the way I am as well. And yet I have found this audio Bible version to actually hold my attention even more than sitting down with the Bible itself sometimes, which has been especially shocking to me. I think in large part it has to do with the person reading. I cannot remember his name at the moment, but he does it every single day from my understanding. I think he'll be the one doing it every day of the year, and his voice is so calming and just works so well with what he's reading, and the way that he puts inflections on things just totally enhances my understanding of what he's reading, especially when you get to like, you know, like you have like genealogies and stuff in Genesis, and it's all like, I know when I'm reading it myself, I'm just like blur, blur, blah, blah, names that are weird and I don't understand them, and so you just like blur over that stuff, and the way that he reads it, it just helps me to like actually connect what he is reading a lot more. What I really love about the Daily Audio Bible is that at the end of the readings for that day, which by the way also follows kind of like the read from Old Testament, read from New Testament, read from Psalms, read from Proverbs setup, is that he then breaks it down for you afterwards. So there's a lot of commentary following the reading that helps explain what you just listened to, which is so important, I think, for a new reader. Like, the Bible is not meant to be just like read, understood, bada bing, bada boom. Like, people are scholars of the Bible and like still are learning from it every day. That's why it's the living word, right? It has been so good for me as a new reader, reading some of this stuff for the first time, to have somebody explain it to me and to set it in the historical context that I might not be aware of, and to just connect all of the things that I'm reading together. So he'll be like, and remember from day 2 we read this, and that's how this connects to what we're reading now on day 4. It is really, really, really a great system, and I can't recommend it enough. I've been loving it, and it's been a great way to start my morning every day before work, so I wanted to put it out there for you guys as well. That will be linked down below, but I also recommend, if you have an iPhone or a smartphone, look it up on your podcast app and try it out there as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video on how I'm reading the Bible in a year, and I hope that the resources linked down below help you. I've included a few other resources as well, including a link that I found the one plan on that had like 500 plans. It's a lot to go through to figure out what works best for you, but it's really nice to have all of those options laid out for you and explained. So I'm going to have that link down below for you too. And I plan on talking to you guys about my progress throughout the year. And I really want to know from you guys. Comment down below, are you doing a Bible reading plan to make this a goal of yours this year? And if so, what is it? What are you doing this year to read the Bible? And have you done it before? Do you have any tips or advice for us newbies to the Bible and reading it in a year? Let us know in the comments. And I hope you guys have a fabulous day. Thanks so much. Bye!